If your folds and creases always turn into messy shading, this video will fix that. I'll show you exactly where shadows and highlights go step by step with the same 2 to 3 tone method. In part 1, we shaded the bodice, shadows first, then highlights. Now we're doing that exact workflow on the skirt. First, I'm going to rename this layer. I'll paste in the color code and the brush name so everything stays organized. Now I'll grab the same Hard 9B 3D brush and use color number 1 for the pattern. I'm going to start shading. I'll start with the shadow tone as usual, color number 2. Then switch to the Moda For All shading brush and add shadows along the line work. Let's hide the line drawing layer. I'm going to add a shadow right under the waistband following the edge. Then I'll place shadows along the creases and the drape folds in the fabric. You'll also see the shadows get deeper as you move toward the sides because the skirt carves away from the light. I'll keep using the same shadow tone to define the creases and the drape folds. I'll drop a shadow right underneath this crease line. And here's another crease, same thing. For this fold, I'm using the same logic as the bodice. Whenever fabric overlaps itself, it casts a shadow on the layer underneath, especially where it tucks under. Same thing on this fold. And same on this one. And again here. I'm going to repeat the same idea across the rest of these folds. There are 2 things I'm doing here. To keep this beginner friendly, I'm not diving into the tiny details yet, just simple readable shadows and highlights. So here's a simple rule. For shallow creases, the shadow goes right underneath the crease line. For folds, the shadow goes behind the fold where the fabric overlaps. And quick tip, if a crease gets deep enough that the fabric overlaps, just treat it like a fold. Here's what I mean by creases and folds. Creases are the implant wrinkles that happen naturally when fabric bends with the body, like at joints or where it bunches up. Folds are the intentional drapes I designed into the skirt. They're bigger, cleaner shapes that we place on purpose. Now let's get back to shading. Once the main shadows are in, I'll lightly blend the remaining areas. When I blend, I use very little pressure so I don't wipe out the foam. Now we're gonna add highlights. I'll name the highlight layer and pick color number 3. Same idea for highlights. For creases, we place shadows under them. So now we'll place highlights just above them. For folds, we place shadows behind them. So we'll add highlights along the upper part of the fold to make it read like raised fabric. I'll keep running the highlight along the upper edge of the remaining folds. Now back to the creases again. On this one, I'll place a highlight along the top side of the crease. Same thing on this crease, highlight goes just above it. For the remaining areas, I'm just going to softly blend the highlight tone into the shadows to keep the fabric looking smooth and dimensional. If you feel like you added too much highlight, just soften it with the eraser and pull it back. At this point, the skirt already looks a lot more 3D. Now I'm going to remove the line walk. Just like in the bodice tutorial, I'll create a new clipping mask right above the base color layer, switch to white, and drag and drop the color onto the canvas. Now the line walk is gone. Finally, I'm going to go back in and add a little more shadow to finish the look. We didn't use any advanced rendering, we just follow structure. So here's a quick way to remember it. Creases get a shadow underneath and a highlight above, but folds are different. The shadow falls behind the fold and the highlight catches the part that's facing the light. When you understand that logic, fabric starts making sense. That's why foundational shading matters. If you can make a skirt look dimensional with just 2 to 3 tones, you're building the foundational skill. So master this first, everything else builds on it. If you want more tutorials like this, click the video on screen for the next shading lesson. I'll walk you through it step by step.